Next, we're going to learn about the shape tools. So that tool is below the T. Now yours might show a rectangle. Mine just shows a circle because that's the last one I've used. But again, remember, it has this small triangle in the lower left-hand corner, or excuse me, right-hand corner. So what you're going to do is you're going to click and hold down, and you can select any of these different tools. So this is going to be a little bit of a longer video because I'm going to show you each of them. Okay, so first we have the rectangle tool. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to click and drag. Now, if you notice, my fill is nothing, so it'll just be see-through, and my outline is this blue color with a stroke point of 7, so it's going to be pretty thick. I'm just going to click and drag, and it will make my rectangle for me. Now, if I want a square, I'm going to hold the shift key down. At the same time, I'm going to click and drag, and it will create a square for me. Now, I think I mentioned this earlier. If you see in a rectangle and you use your selection tool, if you see these circles in the corner, like these little bullseyes, if you click and drag them, okay, with your selection tool, you can round out the edges. Okay, this one will be a circle eventually. And pull them back out. If you only want to work with one, okay, so you can double click it. I forgot to mention this too. You can make it inverted or chamfer. It's up to you. Okay, I'm gonna say okay, and then I can click and drag, and it's only going to do it to one side. So I can double click, do it to the other side. I can then go over to my rectangle up top. Okay, grab my selection tool, grab my direct selection. Now notice, with my direct selection, it's not going to allow me to do that on this rectangle, but I can do all 4 corners with my selection tool. Okay, so that is the rectangle tool. Now, let me move these 2 out of the way over here. Just clicking and dragging them. I'm going to click and hold down. I'm going to grab my rounded rectangle tool. Now, you notice that you could just do that with the rectangle tool, but if you want to use a rounded rectangle, you can do the same thing. You can again grab these corners, round them out, okay? Then you can also pull them out if you noticed. Okay, let me undo that. If you pull out the whole way, click and drag, oops, it'll make a rectangle that has sharp edges, okay, and corners. The next one we're going to look at is the ellipse tool. Again, click and drag. If you want a perfect circle, you're going to hold down the shift key, click and drag, and you can get a perfect circle. Okay? Let's move these out of the way as well. Next, hold down, is your polygon tool. Now, the polygon and the star tool, I will tell you right now, can both make triangles. I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to start with the polygon tool. Okay, I'm going to click and drag, and you will notice that again, if you take your selection tool, okay, I can click and drag one area, and I can curve the polygon corners in if I want. Okay, move this over. Again, if you hold down the shift key, okay, I got my polygon, hold down the shift key, click and drag, it will make your oh, see, I let go of my shift key too early. Okay, you need to let go of your mouse first, then your shift key. It'll make it straight for you, okay, on your paper. Excuse me, artboard. Told you guys not to call it paper. The other thing you can do is grab your polygon tool, click and drag, don't let go, but you can use the up and down arrows, I'm still clicking and holding, on your computer to add more points. Okay, so I'm just pushing the up arrows on my keyboard to add more points. If I click and drag, it's going to give me the exact same duplicate polygon with the same corners I just had. And if I use a down arrow, it'll give me less. Now, you can get down to a triangle. If you want your triangle straight, obviously you can move it, but if you hold the shift key down, it'll automatically keep it there for you. Okay? Same goes for the star tool. If you click on the star tool and you click and drag, it's going to bring out a star. If you go up, it will add points, so you can get like a sunburst. Okay? And then if you click and drag, it's going to give me the exact same sunburst. And I can go down with my down arrows on my keyboard, go to a star, and then go to a triangle. And let go. So those are the shape tools. Now, there is a flare tool back here, but we're not going to use that one. You can use it, okay? But we're going to stick with these 5